Oh, you burped in my face. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Mckayla, and this is Kailyn. He's not on my channel much because he works and all of that stuff, so we decided to do a Q&A for you guys, and we did a poll, well not a poll, but I asked you guys on Twitter to send me questions, and I do it in a video with Kailyn, so this is what we're doing. What was your reaction when Kailyn asked you out? So, me and Kailyn were talking for like 3 months before he ever asked me out because he didn't really date people, which, I mean, we were young, so it makes sense. But basically, he asked me out over the phone, he texted me, and we were already like saying I love you before you even asked me out. So I was really excited, and I was like, yay, he finally asked me out, and then we've been dating since. How was receiving an epidural in your opinion? Honestly, I watched a bunch of videos before I got it done, and I freaked myself out, and I thought it was going to hurt a lot more than it actually did, and then as they were giving me the epidural, I was freaking out, and whenever they numbed me, I actually shot straight up because I wasn't expecting anything. So just don't watch videos on it and just let the doctor do his job because it really doesn't hurt. And if you do feel the big needle touch your skin, make sure to tell your anesthesiologist and he will give you another round of numbing stuff, or at least mine did. How did you know Kailyn was the one? Well, I know he's the one because I can't imagine myself with anybody else. Like, I can just see us getting married and having kids and living together and all that stuff that comes. So I know I love him, and he's always been there for me, and he's the only guy that's really treated me right. How has your relationship changed since having Timmy? It hasn't changed except for the fact that we don't pay attention to each other as much. Or at least I don't pay as much attention to him as I used to.
Yeah, that's true.
So I feel like we argue about that a lot, and we often argue on like what each other's doing, and I get nervous. We co-sleep, so I get nervous whenever he's cuddling him at night. And then he feels like I don't trust him, I think.
Yeah. And I feel like it kind of changed for the better in some way because we used to break up a lot, and we haven't really broken up that much since we've had Timmy. We kind of know we kind of need to try and work it out for Timmy's sake and stuff like that.
Most of the times we've broken up, though, it was for a reason. It wasn't just breaking up with him to break up with him. So I think we've come a long way, and we're trying. Are you guys looking for your own place? So we are looking for our own place right now. Not necessarily a house. We're not limiting ourselves anymore. Like, we're looking at apartments and everything too. So I actually just called a place today to go look at, but we are looking for a place of our own. When do you guys want baby number 2, and what are some names you like? There's not a specific time that we want baby number 2.
We kind of just want to be like financially stable and like get our own place, and then be able to raise Timmy on our own without having to have help some of the times, and just feel confident enough that we'll be okay out on ourselves and be responsible enough to take care of 2 children.
What are some names you like? I like for a girl Libby, and for a boy Micah.
I'm not really sure what names I like.
You told me you liked Callie for a girl. What is the hardest part about being teen parents, co-parenting? Just that we don't trust one another. He might trust me, but sometimes at nighttime, like I said, I get kind of scared, or like bath time, I get kind of scared. Like, I like to do things my own way, and if it's not done the way I like it, then I get anxious about it. So I stick to a routine, kind of, and that's how I stay comfortable, and he doesn't stick to a routine.
I think some of the hardest things personally would be like if you're the father, you know, you have to put your child first, your son first, your daughter first, and you can't go out and do the things you used to do all the time, and there's a lot you have to change. You have to grow up and be mature and be responsible and get a job and be ready to take care of your family. And I mean, at a certain extent, you know, you can still go out with your friends and do the things you like to do, but it's hard to just get up and change that instant and be a good father that you want to be to your child.
Are there any bad parts about being teen parents? There, of course, is bad parts like money, having enough money, people trusting you. Like my grandparents sometimes don't trust me to take care of Timmy, but
the stressfulness of having to run and get a bottle, or, you know, help her out, or me help her out all the day, which usually happens because she's lazy.
I have to worry about college, and I have to worry about working because, you know, I don't want to leave Timmy. So it's just graduating is on top. Like, I'm stressed about that, and then I have to worry about, am I going to college? What college am I going to? What if I don't get in? What's my next step then? So it's kind of like I have a whole bunch of stuff going on right now, and all around that time that I'm going to be applying to the college I want to go to, I'm going to have to be throwing Timmy his first birthday party. I'm going to have my graduation, and it's just a lot's going on all at once. Would you do life over if you could? I wouldn't.
I mean, personally, I wouldn't do life over again, like to not be with you or to not have Timmy, but definitely to change a lot of the things that I did and like how I acted, and, you know, trying to just do better quicker than I did, I would say. But
see, me, I wish I
making smarter choices.
Like, yeah, I wish I could go back and change my attitude and all that from when I was younger, and like my grades and stuff, but I wouldn't go back and do it again because, like, you know, I learned from all of that. So who knows who I would be if I didn't, you know, go through all that. How do you deal with all the judgment being teen parents? I don't really get judgment, and when I do get judgment, I don't deal with it. I kind of just brush it off, and I'm like, whatever. You know, this could happen to anybody. You know, kids in high school have sex all the time, and anybody can get pregnant. They just don't think about that. So really, I don't deal with it because there's no point. If someone has a small pain tolerance, what would be your opinion of having kids? I have a small pain tolerance when it comes to like period cramps, just like stomach aches and stuff, like aches with the body. I kind of have a really low pain tolerance, but whenever you're in labor, it's kind of like you're made to give birth. Women are made for that, so it's kind of like your body knows how to deal with it all. And I actually think I did really well for how low my pain tolerance usually is. Everybody actually told me before I even went into labor that I wasn't going to be able to do it, and I was going to, you know, be a baby about it, and I was going to have a really hard time, and I didn't.
Yeah, you definitely did pretty good. I mean, you were kind of at the point where you were scared for it to happen, but then once it was already happened, you were just worried about getting him out and just getting through the pain quickly.
Yeah. My best advice is to stay focused. Focus on your breathing, or like I stared at the ceiling and I kept going like this. And I did that the whole time I was in labor, and I ended up being able to focus and go into this place where I didn't really feel the pain anymore. I kind of just kept breathing, and I was just ready to give birth. So that was our Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you all in my next video.